All right, so this topic today, mind you, if it don't apply, let it fly. I have to say that for this video. Yeah, it's just that simple. If it don't apply, let it fly. Just keep moving, okay? Okay, this video is for the renewal of the mind, right? So all of us, including myself, okay, at some point, what happens is that we have a mindset, we have a way of thinking, we have a pattern, we have a way of being, every single human being. So, you know, we're in these types of relationships in our lives, right? And you're like, you know what? I keep going over this. I keep, you know, it's like repetitious. Every guy I meet or every girl, you know, it's the same thing. You know, they jealous, they insecure, they this, they that. You know, they're too strong, too harsh, too mean, too whatever the, you know, the situation is in that particular relationship. But if you notice that it's a repetitious cycle, that you're dating the same woman or the same man with a different name. So we have to get to a place where we renew our minds. We have to think differently to attract a different type of person. And I know that for a fact because as I was growing up, you know, and, you know, statistics prove it. I mean, you can go scientific with this. You can go through so many different formats. And this is factual. Okay, so what happens is we're dating the same man or the same woman with a different name, but the characteristics are the same because we're the same. So we're attracting the same kind of people over and over and over again. And that is why it is a repetitious cycle. So we have to get to a place where our mindset changes. We're not concerned about anyone else at the moment. We're not being selfish or mean, but we're dealing with ourselves so that we can get to a better place. So when I started to think differently and I started to say, you know what, this is unacceptable behavior for myself as well as who I wanted in my life. And when I got to the place to understanding me, I was able to attract a different type of man. You know, I grew up in the hood. I, you know, grew up with the thugs and the, you know, the dealers and the hustlers and the pimp daddies or whatever it was. And each of us have our own time frame where we were raised and what we grew up around and so on and so forth. But my mindset was just, you know, in that place. And then when I started to value who and what I was and what I wanted, and I started to change my mindset, the same type of guy was not coming around me. And in my hood, in my era, in my surroundings, I actually went and did a little survey. And I went to all my friends and, you know, or just genuine, you know, just basic men that I knew. And I asked them, I'm like, you know, there was a time where you would flirt with me and be like, hey, Lily, or whatever. What happened to that? You know, like what made you not speak to me anymore on that level? And the replies were like, Lil, you were different. So, you know, it didn't fit no more. And that's exactly what happens. That is exactly my point. When you start to change your own mindset, you will attract a different type of man or a different type of woman. So it's about renewing your mindset and being okay and dealing with who you are and accepting it and growing and evolving within yourself. And a different type of woman is going to approach you. And a different type of man is going to approach you. So my point is, it's all about the renewing of the mind. And when you see the cycle, don't think, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening to me again. I'm stupid. I'm dumb. No, it's not any of those things. It's just simply renewing your mind for yourself as the woman or the man that you are. And you will attract a different man with a different name and a different woman with a different name. Salute.